Alright, so I got back from Florida. I told you guys before I left that when I got back I was going to start working on my 46. So I've posted 2 videos of the rally in Sarasota. Got 2 more coming. You guys watch those. The red flathead Harley in those videos, it belongs to my friend Brandon. It won a first place, and the green XS650 Yamaha chopper in the videos, also owned by Brandon, won a first and a second place. So we had a great trip. Loved the sunshine. It was all good. Brandon won some trophies, and it was a great getaway from the cold weather. But we're back up here at the house now. It got, it's nice and warm today, so it seems kind of dry, so we're going to try to make it up in the field and see if we can't do something with this S10 that we're getting the chassis out from under. So here we are in the old 72 3/4 ton. We're going to give you a cold start, which it's not cold, but it hasn't been cranked in a couple weeks, so we'll see what goes on. Alright, let's go up in the field and see what we can find out. There's the 46 right there waiting on its turn, which is coming now. Alright, let's get this chain hooked up. Hold on here. Alright, we got the chain hooked up. We're going to pull her out of here and see what we got. Alright, so what we got is first gen 2-wheel drive long bed S10. And the long beds, which seem like they more scarce, are the better swap candidates because the wheelbase is the right length for a short wheelbase truck. So we're going to take and start pulling this thing apart, and then we'll get it ready to go down to the shop for a body swap. So this is what we're starting with. Long bed S10, which is not the prettiest S10 they ever made for us wheelbase wise, but it's the best one for these swaps. And you guys that are worried, the body parts aren't going to go to scrap. Probably make a bed out this trailer. I've got a extended cab S10 that took a hard hit in the front, so I'll probably take that chassis and stick up underneath this bed, make me a little utility trailer. In the front clip, I've got another S10 that somebody cut a sunroof and cut the bed panel out when mini trucks were in. So I'm gonna put this cab on that short bed truck, and it's gonna get a V8 swap. So nothing's going to waste here. But that's what we're working on. Love the old 3/4 ton. It does a heck of a job. I bought it because it was 3/4. Most people don't like 3/4s, but I wanted a heavy duty tow vehicle. It's got leaf springs in the back instead of coals. Really heavy duty. Originally was a 3-tank truck. That's what the sides are primered down because it had two saddle tanks on it. And it's loading up, as you can tell, but it sits a lot. So anyhow, like I said, we're gonna get to this, start stripping this mug down, and get ready for a little swap. So y'all hang tight, and we'll show you as we go. Alright, so we got everything undone, except for we got to unhook the engine harness from the cab, the fusible link from the cab, or the fuse block from the cab, and the emergency brake cable out the frame, and then the cab will be ready to come off. So it looks nasty, but it will clean up nicely. So we just got a little bit more and should be off of there. So pretty cool deal. Wasn't too bad. Got this is all the bolts that I took out. That bucket right there. And yeah, so she's ready to separate here. Got the steering column unhooked. We're going to leave the master cylinder on the cab. This thing's got a stick in it, so we unhooked the slave cylinder. Actually, we got to pull the stick out or get the stick loose inside the cab so that we can pick the cab up without having to pick it all the way up to the moon. But other than that, she's ready to come off of there. Wasn't a bad job at all. And we'll get her down to the shop and get this 2.8 out of there, and I think it's locked up. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Which I really don't care. I wasn't going to use it anyway. So we all but done. Like I said, this will clean up real good. It looks real bad, but it's not really that bad. It just looks a lot worse than what it is. Bunch of just dirt on it. So we can get it all, get it cleaned up, and get her ready to go. We got some cool little things we're going to do with this chassis. It's not going to stay all stock. We got a cool rear end we're putting in it, and like I said, that 5.3 and an MV3500. So old 46 should be on Powerhouse. So yeah, here's the MV3500 we're putting in the truck. And here's the engine. And actually the cam that I'm going to put in it is what they call the ASA cam. It's a GM showroom stock cam. And it's a 525 lift with a 309 and a 309 duration. At 50 duration, well actually it's at 50 duration it's 225 and 236. It's on 107 and 113 lobe center, so I guess that's 110 average, 107 intake, 113 exhaust. Like I said, 225 and 230 at 60. So 525 lift cam, don't have a lot of lift but a lot of duration, so it's going to sound pretty awesome. This is the same cam that they run in 2 of the crate motors. I can't remember what the crate motors are in the horsepower, but it's right down here in the bottom. I'm gonna put it right down here in the bottom road on the bottom down here. what the horsepower rating is on this cam in their 6-liter crate motors. So we'll put that in the video here in print. And like I said, this motor, the MV3500. And we're going to use this rear end, and this is a 8.5 rear. They usually run 7.5s in the S10. This came in an Extreme. I mean, was it the ZR2, the off-road four-wheel drive S10? And you can tell the 8.5s because the axle tube is neck down here. It goes from a 3-inch tube to a 2 3/4 or something like that. But it's an 8.5 rear end. It's the same ring and pinion center section as they put in a full-size truck or in the second generation Camaros. So it's a strong rear end. It's got disc brakes on it. It's got a posi unit in it. I think it's 373. I think it's 373 gear. It's been a long time. I pulled this rear end up ZR2 in the junkyard a few years ago. I mean, quite a few years ago. I was going to put it in my V8 S10, and it's too wide. But I measured it, and it's only an inch wider than the factory rear end and the 46 truck, which is a half inch each side. And that's going to work out nice, because most of the time you see these guys put these early Chevrolet trucks on an S10 frame, and they have to wheel tub the bed. This will clear the bed without wheel tubs. So it's going to fit real nice. It's got a good gear and posi unit, and it's a nice strong rear end. So, and it's got disc brakes on it. So we're going to be hooked up. This little truck going to be a powerhouse. I can't wait, and that's why I jumped on it so quick when I got back from Florida. But y'all stay tuned, and this is going to be a really, really fun project.